Good Friday, everybody. I hope everybody's Friday is doing well. Okay, today I'm going to be painting an Eerie forest. This is a preliminary painting for an upcoming mural that I'm going to do. It's gonna be a full room mural, so it'll be exciting. I'm using my glass palette here, you can see it, and hopefully you're gonna be able to see most of the colors that I'm mixing. I'm gonna be using the golden open paints today. Going for a misty, soft scene. So this will be perfect. I think it'll be a two-part painting. So today I'm gonna be doing the first part, and then next session I'm gonna be doing the number 2. So I'm just gonna be putting some white, and I'm gonna be mixing a few values on my palette. I really love painting in monochrome. I have found it creates such drastic, such dramatic and effective paintings with just 2 colors. Well, 2 values. You get what I mean? Without having to worry about colors. So, putting some white, putting some black. First I was thinking maybe I should use some not golden paints because they might dry a little faster, and then I could do layers and layers, but I'm just gonna go with this for to start with. So I just wanna create a little bit of a sketch before I get into it. So I want to do like a horizon line, maybe something. I want it to be asymmetrical, so not symmetrical. I don't want the horizon to be right in the middle. I want it to be above a little bit. Then we're gonna have some thin trees in there. We're gonna have some light area. Some foreground trees. I want to make them eerie and spooky looking, so they're gonna be all gnarly and bendy. Let me just announce my Discord friends. I forgot to stream alerts. I wrote lies instead of live. So let's keep going with the sketch. So the room that I'll be painting, it has a wood paneling, so it has a kind of textures. The wood paneling is in 2 parts. The bottom part is all horizontal slats of wood, and then the top part here is all vertical slats of wood. So I'm going to fill in some of those cracks to not distract from the forest, and at the same time I'll try to use the textures of the wood in my favor. And another really exciting thing that I plan to be doing for this mural is add a little bit of the texture to the trees. I had just a very interesting time doing my dandelion wall, you know, with the plaster. So I'll be using some of that cement joint compound drywall to create some textures in this wood to give it even more three-dimensionality. So this room will be for a home theater. The guy is going for a eerie look. This will be really cool. I hope to get it done by Halloween. I do expect this room to take about a month to paint. Okay, that's a nice looking tree. And then good morning, Jamie. How are you today? Maybe I'll make this tree a little more in the background. I don't want it to take too much of the foreground. I'm pretty good in painting, preliminary painting for a mural today again. This one will be very, very fun. It's very, it's an eerie forest look. An eerie forest. I want to make this tree a little more in the background. Just drawing right onto the canvas today. Make them all gnarly looking and ominous and burly to give them kind of a creepy, eerie feeling. Haunted forest sort of look, tormented. Just sketching, mostly sketching a little bit. We'll work more on that later. Wondering whether to have a higher horizon line or a lower horizon line. I'm tempted to go with lower. If we do something like this, we can have more trees and silhouettes. I think that would be a little nicer. You got your upgrade. Oh, it's not a good box. What's in it? What's in the box? That's unfortunate. It's the risk with getting boxes. Mystery. Sometimes you win, sometimes not so much. There's dogs trying to get into the room. Who's trying to get in here? Is it Kale? Come on. Just you. Stanley can stay outside. Boys keep fighting. It's not fun. Got Lyra watercolor pencils, cotton watercolor paper, Factis eraser, pencil sharpener, and Upgrade brand masking fluid. Go ahead, I'm here. I'll listen. Wondering whether I should. Yeah, I think I'll just sketch the trees lightly in here. And then, just to give me an idea. Far away tree here. A little closer tree here. They didn't test the masking fluid. Oh. So the masking fluid was not good? Was it expired or? Maybe we'll make like a little path. A little bit of a path here. There, that kind of frames it nicely. Masking fluid takes forever to dry. Oh, ooh. Well, maybe you can write to them. Maybe they'll send you something or at least refund. That sucks. I remember getting art supplies that I did not enjoy or wasn't as excited about. I realize there's only so many art supplies, you know, to choose from. And once you've kind of formed your favorites and not so favorites, then there's no surprise so much. And I don't use markers. I realize that I'm not the marker kind of person. Watercolors may be something that I'll play with in later in life. But for at the moment, I just enjoy my acrylics. I'm very comfortable with them and just trying to get better at acrylics than just trying and experimenting with supplies. I just want to get my craft better, my process. Then there's the pencils. They're more like ink tens. I don't know what they are. The color is permanent. There's no lifting or doing special effects with salt. If you put it straight to paper, it barely activates and leaves the marks. Oh gosh. you know, I've noticed that sometimes sometimes the boxes are really nice, really good, but sometimes the the art supplies just don't mix well together. They're just not, they just put a whole bunch of stuff in there. They're like, mixed media, suckers! And yeah, it sucks. I'm making a few values here, I think. You can definitely see. Making a light gray that is almost like white. Then I'm gonna make a little darker gray. I'm gonna make a darker gray. I think I'm gonna make 4 or 5 values. I think 4 values in black and white will be fine to start with. They're being sneaky with the cost. They raised the price, €2. Oh. See, that's the point where they lost me too. They just, before everything looked so good, like with Palettefull, they were 35, I think, and the shipping was free, and then they added $4 in shipping where it was the same as Sketchbox, and I don't know, it just seems like they're gouging now. I feel like sometimes you can, if you know what you like, when you're done with experimenting and you know what you like, it's more cost effective to just buy your own supplies and the ones you know you like. Like, I don't know, that's just me. Okay, and one last value here. The darkest gray. So we'll see how far we get today with this. It doesn't come any faster, the tracking. They sneak the cost on the cover in tiny with. Hang on, something's happening. Stanley, get out of there. Come on. Come on, Stanley. Come on. Come here. Not you, Kill. You stay. No, you Stanley, stay out. And leave the cables on. Go on. Come on, Stanley. Good boy. I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. I thought I got disconnected. They're charging €5 for the magazine. Right. Yeah, it's time to leave. I would say it's time to leave. Sometimes all the signs point to time to get the F out of H, right? Alright. The casting, right. Clara missed your rant. Oh, she can always go back and revisit the rant. Does she still do subscription boxes? She mentioned thinking of stopping her subs, but I think she still gets them. Yeah, I haven't really been on Instagram that much to see if she still has projects from... I think she stopped Sketchbox at one point. To be honest, I don't miss them. Part of it is because I am busy with other things, but I'm really much enjoying my favorite medium. And after trying all the others, I'm like, not for me, you know? I can do better things with other things. But they were fun. Like, they were a fun ride to have for a while. Right, I was on vacation. I went last week. I came back on Wednesday. I came on Wednesday. I went to like Potter County, very close to Tioga County. It's like two counties close together. And yeah, somebody mentioned Amish. Yes, I believe there were Amish around there. Very rural area. I'm not sure if it was like really Amish or other kinds of like rural communities that dress, you know, dress in outfits that match. It's very interesting. Reminded me of The Sound of Music, when Maria made them all outfits out of curtains. All the children were wearing the same thing, and they have, you know, the pretty little bonnets on. It's interesting. In a way, I think, man, those children, when they leave home, are they gonna get all enamored with our society that has everything so much easier? Like, we do have things so much easier. They do everything, you know, with a horse and buggy and farming and the natural way. But then I think, well, maybe they don't go out. Maybe they just live their lives in the community, and they find that it's good that way, to live life in a simple way and not to have to be slave to the wage and slave to comfort, basically, which is what we are right now. Slave to comfort. Let me put a little bit I want it to get a little bit darker as we go down. So I'm putting slightly darker shade on the bottom. I'm using the number 3 shadow color. Number 3. Just working it in the bottom a little bit to create the illusion of some bushes or some sort of... Oh, I don't have my camera. That's what happened. Hang on. Just see, you guys cannot see me. I don't know what happened. My phone died? Oh gosh, it got too hot. I think my phone got too hot from looking at me. And the camera stopped working. Let me see if I can turn it back on. Just a teepy tappy. If not, you're gonna have to endure the live stream without seeing me. There. Yeah, sure enough, it turned off due to heat. Maybe I'll keep it unplugged for a little bit and hopefully it won't get as hot. There we go. They have Mennonites. They might have been Mennonites. Yeah. They're sent out into the world for a period of time to decide if they want to come back or live like the rest of us. Oh, that's really nice. Right. It's okay if we can't see you. Oh, it's funny. You must see me. Yeah, they might have been, I'm not really sure. All I know is that they look differently, and I mean, I don't want to seem insensitive or anything, or that it's a bad thing, but they did smell like cheese, which is great because, you know, that means they eat cheese, probably goat cheese. And they had the outfits. They were very happy though. They were very pleasant, and we just passed them on the trail. We went to the PA Grand Canyon, which I gotta say, it was nothing. Not that I've seen it. I have not seen the Grand Canyon, only in pictures, and it's one of the dreams that I have when I grow up. When we go on vacation next, I do want to go to the Grand Canyon, but it was just like a nice trail. It was a very nice trail, and they had nice waterfalls, but it was not Grand Canyon. Yeah, we have a little town nearby where we have more Amish too, and in Lancaster, in the county where I painted the mural, the underwater, the coral one. That was in Lancaster. There's a lot of horse and buggies over there too, and a lot of manure smell on the road. It would be nice to see. Have you ever been, Jamie, to the Grand Canyon? Hello, Queldar. How are you doing today? Very nice to see you here. Manure smell would make me feel at home. Yeah. I like manure smell. It depends. Some smell is a little more overpowering than others. Yeah, me too. It's like on my list to do, definitely. It's gonna be a long trip to the Grand Canyon. It was a nice trail, and it's pretty entertaining. Going down, actually, we got caught in the rain, and then we had to go up a bit because there were these stone overhangs where we could be protected from the rain. We just stood there having trail mix and kind bars until the rain stopped. It was fun. And then the cabin that we stayed at had a little creek going through the front. Just the creek burbling. It was a relaxing stay, but you know how it is when you just don't want to do anything, and then you're presented with the opportunity to not do anything. Dinner. What is for dinner? Alabama and Florida. Cool. Revisiting family, Jamie? but then you're presented with the prospect of not doing anything, and you're like, I was kind of paralyzed by the idea of not doing anything. I was a little weirded out. I mean, sure, I could have just pulled out my phone and be busy, but then how is vacation if you're just on your phone the whole time, right? And besides, I didn't have Wi-Fi. It was one of those. It's one of those immersion in nature sort of situations. But it was nice. I cooked. Usually make breakfast and pancakes and waffles for them in the morning. My friend so my friend Amanda, who is the art teacher, and her kids, who are, well, one of them is a year older than my daughter, and the other one is just going to college now. So very transitional time. And she usually invites us to vacation with them, and this is the third time we've been. Every single time I make these really good pancakes, and I think basically that's the reason why she keeps calling me back. It's because I make really good pancakes in the morning, and then also I have nice dinner ideas too, so I'm kind of like the cook. As long as there's wine, I'm happy. Okay, just putting in. I'm wondering if I can actually get some light portions in there and up there too. It doesn't all need to be all dark. Let me get some bursts of sky maybe. So I'm wondering, I'm not really sure, I gotta ask my client if he wants this to be a black and white, or he wants a little bit of color in here. I think it'll look really cool black and white, but if he wants it to look more realistic, maybe we can add some color. We had to show these friends that you can camp and still eat well. Yeah. Nope, traveling with friends. Right, not the family, traveling with friends. Yeah, I mean, we weren't really roughing it. We had a house, you know. We didn't only have a fire pit. So we had a grill. Amanda really likes to grill, so I like that. And I like to cook on the stove, so it all worked out. Hey Clara, welcome. Good times. Last time we had a cooler full of margaritas. We drank and played cornhole. Nice. Drunk cornhole is fun. I don't think I've ever played cornhole. Oh yeah, I did play cornhole once with one of Sam's co-workers. We should really host more. Should host a little bit more. You missed Jamie's rant about the latest upgrade box. Apparently it was not very good. Not very good box. Do you still do subscription boxes, Clara? Not currently. Me neither. I kind of got tired of getting bad boxes. But honestly not. Sometimes every now and then I kind of miss the surprise. I kind of miss the, you know, like the play element. But I don't miss the race to the race to work with them and the race to put out a video and all that. And the disappointment that sometimes comes with not getting what you want. Kind of pissed that the scroller box is pastels after I unsubscribed. Aww. Yeah. Would have loved this month's scroller box. Sennelier oil pastels. Oh, nice. I still have my Sennelier from Sketchbox. I actually use them more than I thought I would, and I would actually like to play with them again, but too busy now. Need to get back into pastels. Charcoal box. Getting a few light patches here. There's maybe a few clouds. This has got to be a very creepy and mysterious Eerie scene. The charcoal. I've not experimented with charcoal very much, but I think I would like it. I mean, it's all about black and white, about monochromatic and shapes and values. Okay, I need to make myself some more of these colors here. I'm out of the lightest white. No, the medium. Should have mixed it with the palette. Oh, my paintbrush is all loaded with this paint. It really feels like oils. This golden open. So creamy, my gosh. Yeah. I do have charcoal. I have some charcoal, I think. I don't know, does it ever go bad? According to my husband and his family, nothing ever goes bad. So if that is true, I have a lot of charcoal left from him, I think, from my husband. I do like to cover the edges of my paintings. I don't know if you guys do that. And Quelder, I apologize yesterday. I kind of blanked on the question that you posed. Sorry, Kale, you're in my way. The question that you posed about canvases, I was expecting somebody else to answer it for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I sent the post in Discord to see how I keep my multitude of canvases. I have well, we recently bought these wire racks, wire racks, and they hold big canvases and small canvases. You can adjust them, so that's how we store them. I think I'm gonna darken the bottom a little bit more. Maybe there's some bushes down here. Maybe some canopies. Also, what's great about working in black and white is that it's so easy to just go and patch something. You don't have to worry about matching the color, because all you have to do is just mix in black and white, and you can get it. It's much more forgivable, I think. I also think you can get a lot more, like if you're going for a realistic painting, I think black and white should be where you start, because it allows you to focus on learning one thing at a time. And once you master the compositionally dark and brights, then you can do that in color too. Maybe there's some trees there in the distance. No hard feelings, I just love because I suddenly realized the time. I've been waking up before 5 a.m. lately, wow. I just do it. Then I crawl out of bed at 7. It's the funniest thing. So I was on vacation, and when I go on vacation with Amanda, I always wake up at 5. Well, before the last vacation I used to wake up at like 4:30, but I wake up at 5 because I love to just make myself a cup of coffee and go outside and just relax, enjoy the quiet before everybody wakes up. And they usually wake up at like 7 o'clock, so I have 2 hours of quiet me time, because if I didn't get my kale stop, my quiet me time, I'd probably go insane. But here at home, since I'm surrounded with people and Sam is awake at 5 already, for some reason I'm not as tempted to wake up so early. So now I'm just bringing some of those darker trees up. So I do have my phone set at 5, but I generally just chill in bed until like 5:30. Today was like 6 o'clock when I got up. Just wake up because I'm making Sam breakfast before he goes to work. Oh, I am pooped at night. It's a miracle if I stay up after 10 o'clock. Like last night I was like, it was almost 9 o'clock and I just laid on the bed. Tired, so tired. I don't know why. It just is. Alright, let's do a little bit of darker, starting on the groundwork. I'm using a combination of the number 3 value and the number 4, which is the darkest. But I'm going with more light to begin with. We're gonna get darker as we come forward. And this is probably gonna be that little path. I am a day bird. Just a regular old day bird. Just looking on these, I'm not working from one particular reference photo. I have a few pictures that I found, well, my client found on, mostly on Pinterest, so he just sent them to me for inspiration. So I'm working from several ones that I'm kind of putting together. Some have the nice mist, some have the nice path, and some have the creepy trees. I don't know, just kind of working from all of them. How many canvas paintings do you have, Quelder? You have enough to need somewhere to put them? These paths, oh, they keep getting darker as we come forward. Anyway, I'm gonna use a little bit of water to make this paint a little bit thinner. I'm using number 18 brush. I don't know, it's like a half an inch brush, 3/4. I think it's a 3/4 inch brush. Okay, I need to mix some more paint. I'm gonna do it with the spatula. More number 3. I really do love my glass palette. It cleans up so easily, and I think it keeps the paint wet for longer. That's what I think. So this paint is just maybe a little slightly darker than the one that I put in the horizon. I'm gonna put some trees in there. My quiet time in, while the kids are at school. Yeah, I enjoy that time too. Sometimes I actually alternate between going to bed early and staying up late. Sometimes I do stay up late, especially if I have something I want to finish, and I do enjoy if people go to bed rather than if they're still awake. I do enjoy the quiet time, evening, night. Alright, let's add some trees in there, some faraway trees. Here's a small brush, number 6. I'm using the same color relatively as this. Oh, that's a little darker. pretty much. I'm just gonna put some trees here in the distance. Diluting it a little bit on a little thinner paint. This is a tree over there. At one point it gets a little confusing to see what of my sketch. Darken it a little bit over there. Not everything needs to be seen. Maybe some things are in the mist. It makes them even more mysterious. Excuse me. Good tea. Let me come over here. That's the risk of using golden open paints. You have to work wet on wet, and sometimes that's great for blending and stuff, but sometimes when you're trying to put color down, it's just gonna mix in and kind of dilute the color. It's okay if you don't see everything. we can, let's move on to the other trees, still in the distance. This one, for example, it's a little bit more in the foreground. Maybe it comes down here. We might elevate it a little bit, we'll see. So, excuse me. I'm using the 3 and 4 color. It's pretty darn dark. You woke up at 6 a.m. today to go running. Nice. This is a preliminary painting for a mural that I have coming up. It's a full room mural. The guy bought a farmhouse and it needed complete renovation. So he had this really nice room with wood paneling, and it looked very elegant, you know? So, I mean, I don't think that's why. It's just the position of the room in the house. So he wants to do a home theater in it, and he wants the room to look kind of eerie and sinister, kind of like you walk out into a misty autumn / winter forest, and there's gonna be some sort of glow-in-the-dark spirits coming up between the foreground trees, and they're gonna glow in the dark, and he's gonna have glow-in-the-dark lights, like black lights installed, and a fog machine. So he plans to make it very interactive and cool. So that's the story. I'm gonna start on painting it in October. So I'm really hoping that I'll be able to finish it by Halloween. That would be fun. So I have a whole month. I think I'll be able to. So the room, I realized the sun wasn't up at that time. Running in the dark in the forest is really unsettling. We need daylight savings back. You run in the forest? Oh, that's cool, Clara. That's really awesome. Let's put this in front of that one. Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's put this, and I'll even leave that knobby there for extra eeriness. That's really nice. I wish I could run in the forest. It's funny because when we lived in at the cabin in the woods, when I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and the first day I actually went out onto the lawn, like I don't know, like 50 feet from the house, and right by the creek, by the little river, and it was very peaceful, but it was still dark, and I saw, you know, like alligators in the creek, and then like bears in the forest, and it was pretty ominous. And then, you know, when the light came up, of course the alligators were just stones, and the bears were just bushes. But man, I was kind of freaked out, like, oh, I wish I could go closer to the house, which I could have done, but I was being brave. Oh, that's cool. You're working today at our coffee shop outside next to the river. Clara, you live in a really nice place. It's like heaven. That's scary. Yeah, the following days I sat on the porch. Like, you know what? It's not worth it. What if there are bears in the following days? And you know what? I drove to the and I kept wondering. I told my friend, "Hey, Amanda, do you think there are bears around here? Like, it's up in the heart of the mountains. It's like forest everywhere you look. Barely any houses. The next houses from us, we had a nice space in between. So Amanda's like, yeah, I assume there are bears around here. And I mean, the house was full of just pictures of paintings of bears, and the lamp was made of deer feet. It's kind of ominous. But the last day when I went to get some water from the nearby Shop and Save, which was 15 minutes away, I saw a black bear. It was a black bear right in front of my car, and it had a little cub right like following it. They crossed the street really fast when they saw that I was coming, and the little cub ran after its mommy, and then I slowed down and I let them pass, and there was another car coming my way, and then as I approached, where they crossed, I saw two little other black cubs onto the other side. They didn't get to cross, so they just ran the other way. I'm like, oh my god, there are bears right in town, right before the town started. Canton, GA. Yeah. Huh. What's this, Canton, GA? Yeah, bears. Watercolor artist Dylan Scott Pierce had a workshop there. Huh. Yeah, we can add some more trees over there. I mean, it's a forest. It's a freaking forest. Let's add. Cool stuff. At least I saw bears. That really made my trip, actually. That was cool. It was today and tomorrow. Oh. Ah, you failed. You can't win at everything. It's okay. I think it's okay. Depends what Clara says. What did I try to do there? Is that a branch from here? Because I don't remember that. Pixar Disney in Atlanta. Atlanta is becoming art mecca. Oh, here, the cricket. It sounds like my mornings. I am not sure what this is, so I'm just going to fill it in here. That happens a lot. And let me add a little bit of glow in between these trees. What's nice about this paint is that you can mix it right in. Jeremy Vickery. Atlanta became art mecca when you arrived there. Right? You're doing a great job, Clara. You've had a great teacher. And you're right, somebody does have to step in. Oh, I like that. I like that little glow. This artist is Sarah the Instrumentalist, and first when I found out about her, I thought her name was Sarah the Instrumentalist for the longest time, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that's Instrumentalist. Interesting. I like her music. I might bring my airbrush to the job to really give this a very misty effect to the mural. I have like a love-hate relationship with my airbrush. I love the effects that it gives me, but it's very frustrating to, like, it has been frustrating, the clogging. I've had the clogging problems, and like, you have to clean it after every single, like every couple of minutes I have to clean it, take it out, clean it up, or at least rinse it before I go on, otherwise it gets clogged. It's very frustrating sometimes. But you know, there's a good art scene. You have your volume way up to hear me? Hang on, let me turn it up a little bit then. Oh, hang on. Maybe that's better? I turned it all the way up. Let me know. If not, I'll go to my computer. Is the music too high? Let me know. Adding some more dark in here. More dark. Hear you, but I just realized my volume might be higher than it needs to be. Okay, let me go and turn it up a bit. My volume volume is all the way up. Let me see, maybe I changed the... I think it's supposed to be good. Maybe I'm just not facing it. That's why I'll talk louder. I guess I'll talk louder then. Hey Jan, hello Aunt Jan, how are you today? Very nice of you to stop by. How's the family? How's Michael and Debbie and Bruce? We should probably get together sometime for some games. This is gonna be the darkest part right here. You're on PC instead of your phone. We miss you too. It looks like we always need some sort of holiday to get together. Stop licking my toes. Stop it. Stop. Toe licking dog. How's it looking? It's coming together. It's coming together. It's got that misty feeling. So another thing I'm very excited about this that I'm gonna do for this mural is I'm gonna implement my be good. I'm gonna implement my recently learned skills, aka the relief. I'm gonna use some plaster to add some dimension to the foreground trees. And I'm so excited to do this for somebody else and to practice it. So yeah. So these, this tree, maybe this tree, but this tree for sure will have some sort of texture, and I'll be doing that next time. Sam and Amethyst are good. Sam is at work. Amethyst is in her room on her learning about crystals, hopefully, and totally not being on social, hopefully talking with her friends. Who knows? Yeah, we're good. You know, home stuff. Busy with home improvements and this and that, and we want to build a little art space for me. So we keep going back and forth between the idea of building on the house and putting an addition, or building a dome, buying one of those geodesic domes that we can make into the art studio, which I love that idea. They're just not as permanent as the house. as the addition, but I think that would be way cooler. How is Laura? Laura's good. Being brave. Always doing something. Always up to something. Drinking tea, making art. Life is good. Life is good. Keep moving, girl. There's no other way to go than forward, right? Gotta be brave. Darkening this one up a little bit, bringing it a little bit forward. I also have another tree here that I could bring right here. If you keep moving, shit can catch you, right? You gotta keep running. Exactly. Now that's some Terry Pratchett wisdom right there. Can't move, can't stand still. That's something that Moist von Lipwig would say. Some teeny tiny branches with this chisel edge. Nice. I like that. All right. Love you, and Jan. Send our love to everybody. Mwah. Thank you for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon in person. Let's do another one right here. This be I'm just thinking where these should be. I think I'm moving this a little upwards. I'm bringing this down. about that. Hey, Sam. We're good. That was just Sam. He didn't get the notification I was live. I'm very excited. We're getting a stand-up freezer so we can put our frozen food in there, because we recently started one of those memberships at Costco, and so they have all these bulk items, which I think in the long run they save you money. I sure hope so, but the bags are so huge that they won't fit in our freezer. And it's just good to have a separate freezer storage. Never know. I love doing yo, Lewis, what's up? What is up? Really good video, Lewis. I finally got to watching it last night. It was the last thing I watched before I went to bed, and I didn't even have any nightmares. Can you imagine that? It's very... Thank you. It's very informational. Let me just... Yeah. I don't know if I'm up to date with like live. When I paint like realistically and stuff, I need to remind myself that it's okay to overlap and crisscross, go over things. Nature is freaking messy. Alright, I need some more trees up here. Maybe we'll bring this, we'll make this one into, build more on that. What you working on today, Lewis? I do want this to be kind of gnarly. Greetings, Lewis, from the crypt. Greetings from the crypt. Preparing boards. think I'm gonna move to a liner brush if I can find one. I have a really pretty liner brush. I don't know if you can see it, but this is like my favorite. It's so long and thin. I got it from Blix, and it makes this really fine point. So cool. Watch it in action. Just get it all loaded with paint. Don't let me down, brush. Observe the thin branches that I'll be able to do with this. Oh, so cool. Inktober is nearing fast. You're preparing boards. How do you prepare them? The most stressful month of the year. Are you doing Inktober, Quelder? Do you have it all prepared? Oh my god, it is nearing fast. It's insane. Wow. Stop freaking me out, Quelder. It's no way to talk. So is the curriculum out yet? I'll do one of the challenges, hopefully not the everyday one. Ah, right. Buy boards at Home Depot, cut them, and slather them with gesso 3 times, all sides. Okay. So, boards, what kind of boards? You guys burned the candle at both ends. Your challenges. I want to say I'd like to try Inktober again, because last year I almost got it. I was pretty proud of what I could do last year, but this year I've got this painting happening, and the mural painting, and I think I'll be just exhausted at the end of every day just painting this. Birchwood panels. Right? That's what I see when that's what I think when I see what you're saying, Jamie. It's a bit much. Like, come on. How do you have time for everything? For family and all these art challenges. Oh, look at this brush, guys. Oh, I love it. I think if I had to choose, maybe that'll be a nice video. If I had to choose 3 brushes to use for the rest of my life, I think I would choose a 3/4 inch brush. Probably choose one of these, a number 6, a flat shader, and then I will definitely choose the liner. I think you can do, or maybe a filbert. Filberts are good, so either a large filbert, a medium filbert, and definitely a liner brush. I think these are very good assets. I mean, if you're going for lines and details like this. Last year I did both and missed 2 2 Inktober prompts at the end because you got sick. Ah, wow. You are special. The art controversies from like 2 years ago kind of bother me, but also, yeah, it's true. It's difficult. It's usually only 5 prompts for Drawtober. They have weekly prompts instead of daily. Well, it actually works. You can find a little bit of time on the weekend, maybe, if nothing else. Mix this with a little less dark. I don't think this should be so dark that I'm making it. Overwatch Halloween skins. Ah, Proctober. FTW. I'll do it if you do it, Louis. Another issue is I'll be in Italy for half of October. Darn, Clara, what a bummer. You have 2 dogs. That's really cool, Clara. What's the occasion? Or just vacationing? Just casual vacationing in Europe. That is probably the best time to go, a little bit off season. That'll be a good reason to not do it. Or maybe you'll get some nice inspiration from Italy. Have some of those Italian cheeses. Where you grew up for high school and show off our Italian. Nice. You grew up in Italy? Yeah. There's really nice architecture in Europe because it's such an older place. Just drop some more shadows in here. You've been watching the TV show Baby to practice? Oh, nice. Sounds really cool, Clara. I wish you have a good time. Alright, I'm going to add some little misty mist to our... Yeah, I think this brush will be nice. I have a soft, round brush. And let me dip into the white. No, it's not just white, it's like, has a little bit of gray in it. I'll darken it a little bit. And just wanna create a little bit of mist And then with a dry brush, I just kind of blend it in a little bit. A little bit more mist over here. The Alps have some of the best looking mountains. Take some good pictures and share them so we have good reference photos. Paint is starting to dry a little bit. That's all right. I like gessoing boards. It's very calming, very relaxing to just paint something. Are you doing them white or black or something neutral? Neutral? Yes, I was asking you. I should have said Lewis. I just spooked up my dog. Like, what was that? Yes, how do you gesso your boards? Birchwood panels. Is there a reason why you're using birchwood panels and not, you know, canvas? Are they more durable? Or is it another reason? The gesso is white, but then I put a grind of an oil mixture on it to tint it. Ah. Alright, scooch down so you guys can see and also I can see. Otherwise, all I can see is glare. I might try some cooler, more neutral color instead of a warmer value. It won't move as much over time with moisture, which means the oil paint won't crack in the future. Ah. Okay. That's a good point. I wonder about acrylics. Stop. My old dog is very, just a cantankerous old codger. Just very, his tolerance for the puppy is not great. And the puppy just doesn't know anything and keeps getting in the way and keeps, you know, stretching the boundaries. And the old dog just does not have any patience. Also, he's a small dog, which means that he thinks that he's very strong. And he's not, because he doesn't have any teeth, so he goes to attack. And then the, you know, it teaches the puppy to be aggressive too, and then the puppy can actually do some damage because he has his teeth. So it's just, now we just have to watch them so the old dog doesn't get hurt because he's an asshole. I was thinking of making mist, but then, I mean, I was thinking of making a path, but then this mist is gonna kind of destroy the path anyway, so never mind. Acrylics would benefit as well, but I don't think they continuously dry like oils do, which means it shouldn't get as brittle. That's a guess. Acrylics don't yellow like oils do. No, that's true. Alright, so next step is, it's gonna be interesting. Okay, I'm gonna paint these two trees in with some of the Liquitex black because I want it to dry, and then I'm going to add the joint compound. And then next time, when the joint compound is all dry, I'm gonna finish painting the trees, which will have the cool texture, and then I'm gonna do some glow-in-the-dark ghosts and spirits on the bottom. So let's do that. Oh, this, to be honest, the Liquitex Professional black paint is not very good. Very thin. Very thin. Like transparent. And then sorry, I have trouble focusing with so many things, you know, like my brain only thinks so slowly. And then this is my, here's the thing. This is my here's the thing. Like Lewis has here's the thing, and mine is just stopping in the middle of a sentence. What, did I miss something? I said what I was gonna do. Said, and then I'm gonna add the spirits. The forest. And this is gonna be a really cool mural. Really cool room, I mean. Because I said the guy is gonna add glow-in-the-dark lights, like black lights to it. And he's gonna add a mist, a fog machine. So he's gonna make it really interactive and immersive. I'm really trying to do the best for this. And even though we're gonna eliminate the wood paneling texture, I think it'll be worth it. I mean, theoretically, it doesn't matter what I'm painting this in right now, because I'm gonna cover it, but whatever's. Oh, no, if I have. Don't attack Laura! She makes Barbara sound like... That's my motto. I thought my motto was trust the flow, but it's so boring. Like, please. Yeah, I do it too, and I'm so aware of it. I'm aware of it annoying other people, because I know when other people do it, I'm waiting. So I'm aware that I'm annoying people. But what can I do? Like, you can't... The more you stress a person, the more you say, come on, say it, then the more you kind of bind them. They become even more mentally constipated. You can't rush a person. It'll just make them even more, you know, like, anxious. Come on. And come on, Qualdar. I could have a better motto. Yeah, I watched it a very long time ago, maybe. Oh, what is my motto? Trying to think. The orc thing is a better motto. Trust me. Maybe that's how I should start my videos. Hi. With the music. Da, 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 da. Hello. My name is Laura, and I make Bob Ross sound like an orc. I think all the people in this group might have seen Dude, Where's My Car a very long time ago. Some really good movies, you know, that we've seen when we were supposed to see them at our age, and now they just seem, I mean, they're still funny, but they just don't seem so relevant anymore for our age. Like, I think I've grown up past that immaturity phase. Well, I don't know. I'm not speaking for anyone, so. I should. Ah, the paint underneath is still wet. Basically, I'm just painting this in order to see where I'm gonna put the plaster thingy. I'm not sure if I should wait until everything dries. We'll see. So what did you have for dinner, Qualdar? You were making dinner. You never said. Let's talk about food. I'm just kidding. Because I'm hungry. It's probably not a good idea. What did you eat today, Louis? Did you eat today? Did you have a smoothie? Did you work out today? This is Louis interrogation time. I'm eating my lunch right now, lol. What are you eating? Rice, chicken and broccoli. That's nice. That's what I ate last night. Well, I ate salad. That's why I fed my family last night. Chicken curry. Haven't eaten yet. Was on the phone with ATT. Louis, you gotta take care of yourself, man. Pizza! How many vitamins have you consumed? Who are you asking that, Qualdar? I think pizza sounds pretty good. I could eat some pizza. Asking Mr. Protein Shake over here. Ah, Mr. Protein Shake. Is the Is the protein stuff that you have, Louis, is it whey based on whey protein, or do you do some sort of vegetarian option? Sam is trying to find some, well, he actually found something pretty good from Garden of Eden or something. Yes, whey. Roast beef. Gold's whey. Yeah, we don't do whey because it's dairy, and Sam's allergic to dairy, but there's some pretty good dairy alternatives. Okay, let me do the other one with this small brush, and then I'm gonna do small branches with the liner brush. We should all go to Jamie's for dinner one day. Sometimes to make gnarly branches, it's really helpful. Like, you can avoid making decisions, but you get the decisions made for you. For example, I don't know why I have a whole bunch of gnarly branches here, but sometimes I rotate my brush this way and that creates elbows and all sorts of twists and turns in the branches, which make it a lot easier to avoid those straight branches. You know, that can be boring. Just kind of twist while you do it. I mean, it works with any brush, really. Just show up, ding dong. Jamie, your food sounds so delicious. I would eat it, but we're pretty much a gluten and dairy free household around here because of special dietary restrictions. We still try to make it fun though, because I cook and I make everything perfect. But I do love, I was vegetarian for a while because I love cheese and stuff, so it's very easy to be vegetarian when you can have cheese. But when you can't have cheese, it's not as easy. Cannoli, puff pastry. Yep, I just do the one version. I don't even bother. I mean, there's so many replacements that taste very similar to the real thing that you don't have to worry about making two. Besides, if I make two versions of the same thing, you know, it just sends that message that the version that, you know, the restricted version is not as good as the real version. And then I just feel that the temptation to do the real version once I'm not in charge anymore, it's gonna be even stronger. So I try not to have too much of the cheat stuff inside my house. Well, I eat cheese when people aren't looking. But I try not to make it so, like, glorify it so much. Okay, let's just fill in some of these things here. I don't know what's up with here. This paint is still wet, so it's all good. Let's fill in a little bit over there. Perfect. You never have guessed that I have dark paint on my brush. You should see all my cake decorating supplies that I have. I don't use them. Yep, I have exactly the same thing. I used to bake a lot before, but I mean, now with all the business and stuff, I barely have time to do it anyway, so not such a big deal. Besides, I eat less when I don't do it so much, you know, like I don't need to fatten ourselves every single week. I used to bake a lot. People would say, before I started painting, you know, people would say, "Oh, your baked stuff is so good. You should open a bakery." You know, people find something that you enjoy doing and they just go and try to ruin it for you. That's people. Oh, that's kind of tough though. Dairy-free and egg-free and nut-free. Now that is difficult. We can still have egg and nuts. I mean, gluten-free and dairy-free is really easy, but what do you replace butter with? I would replace it with coconut oil, or, you know, olive oil or something. But eggs, I suppose you can use flaxseed, but once you replace eggs, it's just really difficult to make something be palatable. Yeah, that's good. See, just twirl that brush. Dairy-free butter that is plant-based. Ah, I can't believe it's not butter. Which one is it, Jamie? Is it made from GMO materials? I mean, there's always something, right? There's always something to look out for. And then, aside from the foods, there's all sorts of additives that can be triggering. You have to look out for egg with banana or applesauce. Huh, that's good to know. That is good to know. I do use bananas a lot. I love bananas. I think if there was a fruit that I could have for the rest of my life, there would be one fruit only. I think I'd choose bananas. The pectin, it helps to bind everything and it stays moist. That is good to know. Also use either soy, flax or rice milk. Yeah. Oh yeah, because you can't use almond milk. All I use is almond milk. How about hemp? Can he do hemp? Many different gluten-free flours. You know what my favorite one? What's it called? I love Bob's Red Mill. Bob's Red Mill gluten-free flour, the 1-to-1, the one in the blue bag. That is one of the best ones that I found because it's got tapioca and rice in it. But that is one of the best flours. And then there's some other, there's others. Not a lot. Guess I should stay a little to the side so you guys can see better. Adding, when you do these really thin branches with the liner, it helps a lot if you thin the paint a lot, and that helps it flow so much easier if it's all diluted. Millet? Oh, I don't know. Good Life brand flour. My daughter also found some Chinese foodstuffs, like pre-packaged foods at the Weiss. I don't know if you have Weiss in where you live, Jamie, but she found some like dumplings, because she used to love dumplings from the Chinese restaurants, but now she can't have them because they're all made with wheat. So she's been having a hankering for dumplings for a while, and she finally found some at the Weiss that are gluten-free, and she loves them. She says they're very good. And also some pot stickers, which are like kind of like spring rolls or some sort of egg rolls that are also gluten-free, but they might have some other things in there like allergens, I'm not sure. Good Life makes rice milk chocolate chips. Wow, really good cook, Jamie. Good mother. So I think that when I add the texture, I'll just add it to the trunk and not worry about the branches, because it's gonna be virtually impossible to get the plaster to be so thin, and honestly I don't need to. Maybe I can use some sort of paste to make them stand out a little bit more. I have to do a little experimenting. I might just work on it over the week. I will film it so I can get it done, and then I might do something different next Friday. Not sure. Hy-Vee's allergy-free brand. Yeah, I think I know the chocolate chips that are the gluten-free ones. Not gluten-free, the allergy-free ones. Good Life, right. We get them sometimes. starting to shape up a little bit. Maybe I'll make some things, you know, some bushes, some plants in the coming out of the mist. I don't know if today, but I'll definitely add some more detail to the ground. Oh, enjoy life. That's the one. Or is that the one you were saying? No, right. Enjoy life, not good life. All these haven't been there. Right, it was the enjoy life. Aw, that's sweet. But there are actually different ways that I make branches. If you are interested in how I make these tiny little branches, sometimes I do it, you know, like Bob Ross. I start with the end and make it really thin and then thicken it up when it meets the main branch. And sometimes I go and from the branch and I go out and thin it out as I lift, as I goes to the end of the branch. So, and then you can actually have some more little joints and stuff. Who knows, maybe there are different things in there. Stub. Let's make a little stubby there. Some knots. Make a little bit of a texture over there. I feel like it needs more branches, more branches. I need some tea. It's 1:15. That's alright. I was supposed to have a workshop tonight, a paint pouring workshop, but nobody signed up, so I got a get free card. Also, the chairs aren't at the studio, the tables. Amanda's boyfriend took them to power wash them. He's so sweet. He always cleans up the studio for Amanda. When we were gone on vacation, he cleaned the studio and power washed the tables and stuff. He's also a framer, so it's a very fruitful relationship. Thickening up here a little bit. I think I need some more black paint soon. More black. Just thinning out my black paint in order to be able to make more thin branches. Just thin it out with water. Maybe I'll move over to this side. Oh, glare from all sides. Hey, at least there's no glare on the canvas. I mean, from your perspective, which is all I care about, mostly. What are you working on next, Louis? What do you have a plan for your panels? Do you have commissions coming up? Thank you so much, Clara. Solid multi-figure painting. Something meaningful with real-life models, potentially. That's really cool. Multiple people painting. Wow. It's nice. For yourself. Yeah, I think it's starting to look pretty good. I want to add some more, you know, like little bushes and plants in here, and then the ghosts are gonna look pretty cool, and then I think the texture is gonna make it look nice. So yeah, it's gonna be a solid project, which I'm very excited about. Biblical scene or something nice. Good solid videos with good content. Yep, that's the way to do it. Hey Sam. My mom would like your style, Louis. She's always like, why don't you paint some angels or something? Always telling me to paint something. Wanted to create a piece with stubsons. Man, I feel this every time and always have no clue. Me too. I think in a way, painting commissions, like being hired by people to doing commission work and just being hired is so much more different than just doing your own stuff. But in a way it's more relieving, it's easier because you don't have to make as many decisions. But in another sense it's not as gratifying because you didn't put as much soul into it, you know. I wanted to do a lot of stuff with soul. I just lately feel kind of, I don't know what I want to paint, which is fine. In the meantime, I'll just do this kind of stuff and do my best and try to create the feeling, trying to create a feeling, you know, like that's all that painting is. And you can do that in many different ways. Create mystery and fantasy and dreaminess. New Testament or Old Testament? Hello.
Whoa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. No, come on, dogs, get out. What's the matter with the doggy? Come on.
Well, I had them in here for a while.
With all the cables all around?
Yeah, and they've just been laying down.
Okay.
Not chewing them at all.
Why the blue cable?
What? Because,
The red one's up.
oh, right. You know, in the past couple of streams I've been having the camera over here, and I guess I just gotten used to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess I didn't need to do that.
I just didn't know if it wasn't working or something, or if it needs to get replaced.
It's good.
I'll leave you to your very scary looking picture. And I'm gonna get me some lunch.
Alrighty.
Come on, dog.
It's fine. Joseph interpreting the Pharaoh's dreams. That is a good one. Or Peter walking on water. It was Peter, right? Or Jonah in the whale. Oh, the Tower of Babel will be cool. Yeah. Or any of the apocalypse scenes with the horses. That would be interesting. With the skeleton riding, I mean, that's a little bit ominous. I think it'll be great. I see you just do Jesus, Lewis. You do Jesus with a glass of wine, you know, and a fish in his hand. And should just say, love each other. Jesus in mid-bite. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll add some ground details now. While I'm at it, why not? Let's see if I can. Should do a little lighter in the back. Ooh, it's a bit too light. Shouldn't have done that. Still kind of want to have a little path in here. Maybe some little rocks or going a little bit darker. It's a bit dark for that area. I do it a little lighter on the bottom. It'll be like a little mist right around here. think I'll leave it here for now, and I'll either work on it more this this coming week, or I'll finish it next Friday. I don't know. But yeah, I'm starting to get a little peckish too. Just adding a little bit of sparkle on. Initially I thought these would be stones, like little rocks, but then maybe they're leaves. I'll just do this one last thing. Maybe they're leaves. There we go. Alright, thank you so much, guys. I am very glad you like it. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you again next Friday. I'm not doing anything, so next month I'm pretty okay. I think I'll be able to stream more days, so thank you guys, and I will see you, maybe I'll catch you on Lewis's stream next week. So bye, love you all, and have a good weekend.